Being a tech founder, I totally understand why so many tech founders would prefer to write 10,000 lines of code than to go out of the building to search for customers. Truth be told, that process of going out of the building to search for customers is really energy draining in the sense that you have to do this cold calling, you have to reach out to people, you have to take those demo calls and closing calls as well. And unfortunately, even when you jump on those calls, you take your time to explain so many of your nice product features you've designed and developed. Business owners still don't understand what you're trying to say. Now, I totally get it, but you also need to understand the side of the business owners. Business owners focuses on what is the business value you're bringing into the business, and most of the time they want to listen to financials. So the 1% of tech founders who have actually mastered the fact that it's not all about your product features, but also how you can translate your product features into the financials in front of non-tech business executive is a game changer. And this is the whole goal of this article. This article titled The State Space Business Case Modeling Framework for Business Intelligence Solutions. The aim is to help early stage tech founders to help increase their closing rate deals by up to 10 to 20% without necessarily being a sales expert. Okay, so let's dive into this article. Now, before we dive into what is the business case modeling framework, what you need to understand is this framework will only work if you have understood your whole sales pipeline. So I'm going to take some time to explain to you what is the technical acquisition pipeline for high ticket sales for BI products. So basically, there are 5 to 6 phases depending on how you are looking at it. So we have the activation phase, you have the pre-sales, you have the qualification, the demo booking, and closing. To these five phases, I will add the fulfillment to it. So I'm just going to briefly explain to you what are the importance of the different phases and and what is the goal of conducting the different phases. So the whole goal of the activation phase is to help you get the contact details. So no matter what you're doing, you always want to get contact details, right? So that you can reach out to this to leads. But what will prompt you to be successful in this phase is the offer you put in front of your of prospective leads. So what are the key things you must have to be able to have a very good offer? So you must be able to specify the niche. You can't just put a general message out there and expect people to just jump on to just maybe want to know more about what you're talking about if you're not very specific to who you're talking about. Also, this offer should have a very good um, well labeled dream outcome, because people are out there with different objectives and different wishes. So your outcome should be very specific and you have to make it so clear. Now, even though you have mentioned the niche and the dream outcome, what is the technique that you're going to use in order to provide the dream outcome to this niche or to this avatar? So the unique mechanism. So what is the unique thing you're bringing, which most of the time is going to be in your product, right? So these are the three ingredients you need in order to really generate or into to craft a good offer that will help to increase the opt-in rate of your activation stage. Now, the next phase is the pre-sales phase, right? So when people have given you your contact details and they jump into your sales pipeline, understand that just about 3%, and I repeat, just about 3% of leads that enter your pipeline will be ready to buy now. So you don't even need to convince them. They already know what they want. They know that this is the product that I've been looking for a very long time. So they can jump on a call with you and you close them with just the toes of a finger. Now, but what you need to understand that 97% of people that will jump on your sales pipeline are not really ready to buy right now. They don't really understand. Maybe the offer that you put in front of them was captivating, but they still want to learn more about this, your mechanism. So this is an opportunity for you to nurture and really educate. So basically, I will really emphasize that or strongly recommend that you have a sales letter and engaging email sales sequence and follow-up content that will help you to nurture and educate the leads in this phase. Hopefully, they have been educated and they have been nurtured. They'll want to now move to the next phase, which is to book a call with you. But remember, not everyone that jumps on your sales pipeline is an ideal candidate for you, right? You need to be able to qualify them, because you don't want to jump on a sales call with someone that is not even your ideal client. So the qualification phase is where you actually, really pre-qualify on leads for them to make sure that they are the right person for you, and also you need for them to also know that you are the right person for them as well. So You can use stuff like, can do like quiz, or you can do let's say a discovery call, or use assessment to be able to filter out leads to be sure that they are your ideal profile candidates. Then if they are ideal, then they can obviously book a call to talk with you, or for the demo call. Now the demo call, or we call it the closing call, is where you actually now showcase your product. But here is the error that most people usually do. On the demo call, it's not an opportunity for you to be able to showcase all your features. What you want to do is to do a result driven demo call. So I'm just going to highlight to you the old approach and the new approach for doing demo call. On the old approach, most tech founders focus on product features. You take your time and you explain all the product features without actually explaining to the prospect are the financial benefits. So you get the old results. You end up having so many long demo calls with low conversion rates because your prospects don't understand the value of your product. Now, the new approach I want you to take during demo calls or closing call is you focus on the business financials. So you focus on explaining how specific product features impact prospects' business financials. So the new result you will get is you have short demo calls with high closing rates because prospects understands your product directly impacts their business financials. Now, most of the time, people forget about the fulfillment. No, closing call is just one thing, but actually getting people or giving the results for your clients is very, very important because you want those testimonials, right? Because when you have when you have those happy clients, they will be the ones to do referrals for you. And when they start doing referrals for you, you start having those inbound leads, and definitely your marketing cost or your CPM will definitely drop. So you want to be able to make sure that you really do a very good job to fulfill clients, and certain metrics that you want to record at this stage is like your cohort retention rates or attrition rates as well. Now, so that is that. So the next phase of this article is going to focus on the closing phase, right? So the closing phase, like I said, is you being able to translate how your product features will definitely affect or impact the financials of a business. And if you're able to do that, you're able to really boost your closing rates. So we're going to do that using the business case modeling technique, or the state space business case modeling technique, to be very, very specific. So I'm just going to explain you the two important layers of this framework that I'm proposing for you. That so what you need to understand is any business has a physical state, right? The physical state is how the business actually operates. So the physical state is the state space layer of the framework, where your goal is to be able to show that, okay, the fact that you have a business problem, so maybe you're not making enough revenue, it means that revenue, that impact, let's say the business financial, is linked to a specific business output that you need to be able to adjust, or you need to be able to improve, or boost that business output. So from there, what you want to do is you want to be able to link your product features. So if you see the left hand side of the diagram, your product features are being mapped to business inputs. So every product feature you're talking about you should be able to understand the business inputs that your product feature is going to adjust. Now, when you are able to map that, then you can see that each business input is being mapped to a state variable of the business. And the state variables are things that we can observe and we can control them, right? So from those state variables, if the input variables are able to adjust the state variables, then from those state variables, we're going to see an impact in the business output. And each of those business outputs are being mapped to your business financials. Being able to explain to someone, to a business owner, to a non-tech executive, how your product features will definitely affect the input, the state variables, and the business output, and definitely showcase how this will affect business financial. That is a game changer. That is what you need to be able to. That is what you need during a sales call. This is so important. Now, you might go to a business where they have so much data, they have gathered so much data for a very long time. Then you can now add the statistical business model layer to it, where you are using data to be able to really give that confidence that, okay, given that we know there are uncertainties in business and also variability, given that we have so much data, we're able to capture so much variability and show that I'm 95% confident that if I bring in my future one, two, three, and four, for example, I'm 90% confident that I'm going to maybe increase your revenue by 2%, or maybe reduce your fulfillment cost by 10%. So that is the importance of the statistical layer. So the state space business case modeling technique has these two layers: the state space layer or the physical layer, and the statistical business layer. So just to summarize everything, so you can obviously understand. I've taken the time to really explain the two layers of this framework. So just to recap, what you need to understand is during a sales call, your goal is not to showcase all the products or the features that might not even be important to a business owner. Your goal is to be able to understand that if a business owner is having this problem, what are the specific product features that will help that will help the business owner to have the results they want. So, and also, what you need to understand is, yeah, you cannot just what you say during your closing call definitely depends on the previous phases of your technical sales pipeline. So you need to understand your technical sales pipeline, know how the different phases of your technical sales pipeline will also affect your demo booking, your closing rate, right? So these are the things you need to understand. So to wrap up, make sure you understand your technical sales pipeline, the different phases, and also during the demo call or during the closing call, your goal is to be able to show how each of your product features maps to the business financials. The details of this article has been published on LinkedIn, and at the end of the article, there's an assessment to take to understand what are the things you need to work on your sales pipeline. So I'm going to provide the link of the article in the video description. And don't forget, what do you think about the state space business case modeling technique that will help you to increase your closing rates? Thank you.